宝トミー。
Can this show get any worse?
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a loving embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I never wanna die. Born to be wild.
was a good start. I pressed the wrong button there. I was supposed to play a little montage, and the Kings of Leon came on. Let me try again. Hang on a second. Let's do this.
Last night, Iain Lee did this.
Ladies and gentlemen, anyone who's huddled over a tranny in bed, turn it up.
I always prefer a kind of a trouser, you know, some slacks, you know.
I am a golden god. I am on a fag.
An anti-Semite moves in with a Jewish family.
A long-sleeved top because it was frozen.
Put them back on.
Oh, what the hell, Ian? What's drugs? What's religion? Sexy?
Do you want to make love to me?
Have you tried hanging out the window?
My niece is 3 years old.
Sponsoring it.
And she's on a school trip. This is how cultured they are these days.
I haven't got the breast for it. You wouldn't know whether I was having an orgasm or having an asthma attack.
Someone weed on the floor. They didn't wipe it
The
up.
small French breast or the dangly ones. I don't care.
Can you tell me who's wise? The person who's happy or the person who's the king?
You speak for yourself, darling.
A nice tight little bottom.
Denim is a self-cleaning fabric.
So they went to a school trip. This is how cultured they are, right? They went on a school trip
Who said that, Ian? Just get on to the picture.
to the National Portrait Gallery.
Keep listening, and don't forget to download the podcast.
Now, Tim Vine is in the studio. Hello, Tim. Can you hear through those
Ian, how
headphones?
are
Yeah, I'm very well.
Is that on, that? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can
good.
you hear me?
Yeah, I can't really hear myself because I'm wearing headphones. It's sort of covering up my ears.
Well, but can you hear through your headphones? That's
I
how
see
it should...
that's supposed to work.
Well, can you not hear anything through those headphones?
No, I can, sort of. Can I? I can hear the music.
I don't know, can you?
This is... Sorry, we should have done a sound check.
We should have done a sound check, but we didn't get... Is there a little knob down there?
Hang on. Right, okay, so that makes no difference to what's going out, but I can hear it.
Yes.
Right, got it. Headphone volume.
It's working for you now, is it?
Yeah, it is.
You've got your friend John here as well?
Yeah, it's John Archer.
Is John allowed to talk?
Well, yeah, it's certainly... That's kind of up to you. It's your radio show. But, yeah...
Well, he's your guest, though. You brought him in, so it's up to you. If you want him to talk, then he can. If you want to be silent...
why not? Yeah. Is that a yeah?
That's not a working microphone. I need to find out what... Let's say... I'm going to assume you... Look, I'm going to do... try talking into that, John.
Hello, how are you doing?
That's not it. Let's try...
What about that one there?
Let's try... yes, go for that one. There we go. Well done. You know the studio better than me. Try talking into that.
Loads of microphones.
Yes.
Hello. Hey,
there we go.
Who are you, John?
I'm a friend of Tim's.
Okay. When you say friend, are you like a minder? Are you bodyguard? Does he get into trouble?
He's a comedy magician.
I'm a comedy magician is what I really do. In fact, when you did live TV... do you remember that?
Oh, Jesus,
Yeah.
why have you said that?
Yeah, twice you had me on.
Oh, God.
But it was 15 years ago.
This is like a very, very small version of This Is Your Life.
Oh, dear, that's upsetting. No one knows about that. That's a dark secret.
I do.
This was your career.
Jeez, you never did This Is Your Life. This Is Your Life, the stand-up live. You were probably...
No, I don't think I did, actually.
You used to stay at home laughing at me.
Yeah,
And when I say stay at home, we don't live together or anything. It is home. Right?
I did for those who don't know, Stand Up Live was a terrible show on Live TV, which is a terrible station where they would get loads of comedians in and do
bad comedians.
Bad comedians, and well, I was one of them. But I did it because you got paid £25 cash. I was signing on at the time.
Right. Yeah.
You either got a cab or you got £25. So me and my mate would drive down, £25, beautiful.
And they had those unisex toilets, which was great excitement as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we were on just before Topless Darts as well.
Yeah, so you used to hang around to see the girls getting changed before. You used to say, well, I've got a cab coming in half an hour. And all that.
I'll leave you two to it.
Yeah. Oh, Tim!
I'm sorry, I was only kidding. No,
John,
I brought Tim with me.
John, you should come in on your own one
I
night.
will.
Have you just been doing a gig then or something, chaps? Or are you just, hanging out, having a crazy time?
Do you know what? We just saw Warhorse. I'm rehearsing for Panto. John's
Are you really?
Yeah, doing Panto in
Fantastic.
Richmond.
Oh, well done. Who with? Who else is in it?
Anita Dobson is the
beautiful.
person.
This is wonderful. What panto are you doing?
It's Sleeping Beauty, and I play Sleeping Beauty's idiot friend, Jangles.
I'm a big fan of pantomime. I love pantomime. I think is it true you get like £10,000 a week? Am I underestimating here?
No, we've just been discussing this before we came in.
Yeah, basically, the people on the higher echelons, you can get huge amounts of money. I'm not in those higher echelons. I sort of aspire to that.
Jangles is a little bit of an ironic name for him.
Yeah, that's the change they give me.
When the Fonz comes over, he's earning the big bucks.
Yeah, I imagine, because they get these people over from America, I imagine they've got to entice them with some proper money.
Yeah.
I mean, Hasselhoff is in one of the ones this year
Is
as well.
he?
Yeah.
We've entered some parallel universe where...
He's playing Captain Hook. I was at some launch, because the company who are doing my panto are doing 11
well, that's greedy,
pantomimes.
yeah.
And the panto launch, all the people from those 11 pantos were there, and Hasselhoff was one of them, and he was dressed up as Captain Hook.
I love pantomime. I think it's fantastic. I've got a little nephew and niece who I kind of take every year, and, you know, the shouting and the booing. Have you done it before?
This is my fourth time, yeah.
Okay.
So I feel slightly new to it.
I don't know why I'm surprised you do that, because
it kind of suits what I do, actually.
Yeah. For those who don't know, I should say you're a comedian.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And you're kind of... Your act is the pun, is cramming in as many gags as you can.
Yeah, and that sort of thing is sort of suits panto, because you can come on and say, you know, hi, I'm Jangles, ring any bells or something. That's not necessarily... Why would you say that?
Why would you say that?
Because Jangles is that may not be a good example. You can come on and say Velcro on a rip-off, or, you know, I don't know, you know...
I remember seeing you, I think... Was it... this was like years ago. This would have been about 15, 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it Orangi Boom Boom? Was that a comedy
yeah, I remember
above
that.
a pub near Chinatown, was that?
Yeah, maybe on Dean Street or something, was it?
Something
Or
like that. I remember seeing you and thinking... He's going to be in panto in 16 years' time, and I was right. God damn it. How long have you been doing it for? It feels like you've been around
about
forever.
18 years.
Really? Okay.
Well, maybe 17.
Which one is it?
I think it's 17, actually.
Okay.
I always round everything up.
You're allowed to do that if you want. And should we do the business? Should we get the business out of the way? The DVD?
Oh, yes, that's very kind of you. What have you got? Oh, I see. Yes, no, I've got a new... I've got a new stand-up DVD
It's Tim
out.
Vine, isn't it, we've got in?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yes.
It's Punslinger, isn't it?
Yes, that's the one. That's out now, is it?
It is, yeah. I come on dressed as a cowboy, so I've got... I'm going to start with the cowboy jokes. I've got 7, and they're magnificent. And I kind of go on like that for, I'm wearing cowboy lingerie. The silky bras are on me.
I actually come on dressed as a chicken for about 30 seconds.
Do you?
Yeah, he goes, et tu, brute, and I say, I love a chicken Caesar, and I push him off again.
250 miles from Middlesbrough just to do that.
Did you get any money for it?
Of course not.
Unbelievable. See, I'm a big fan of the pun, but I'd imagine some people can find them quite hard work.
Yeah, I mean, when I do my tour show, and indeed the Punslinger DVD thing, I do sort of one-liners in for a little bit, and then I'll go and grab some props and things, or I'll sing some silly little songs, or I do some things like bring on a mate dressed as a chicken, or whatever, just to break it all up. So it's not literally me just doing one-liners.
Right.
I try and sort of, I met the man who invented windowsills. What a ledge. Actually, that is a one-liner. That's a bad example. I do things like I might throw pens behind my ear and try and catch them and that kind of thing.
Can you do that? Oh,
I can, yeah.
I had someone Facebooked, and I've lost the thing. I won't be able to find it. Someone saying that you went into their mum's shop. I don't know if this is ringing any bells so far. And you...
Jangles.
And you make a pen disappear behind your ear.
Well, it doesn't so much disappear as nestle. I can throw it, and I mean, it's not really radio, is it? But if you had a pen, I could do it. But for you,
I've got a pen.
Right, that's the perfect pen. Right, you can describe what's happening here.
Okay, so he's taking his headphones off. He's holding a pen. He's standing up. He's throwing the pen, and it's missing his ear. It's missed his ear.
What time did you say this show goes on till?
We've got 2 hours. He's throwing it. It's the 5th time. He's missed his ear.
I'm getting worse too nervous.
It was close. Don't be nervous.
Oh, hang on, here we go.
This is it. Here we go. This is it. No, that wasn't it.
It's the right sort of pen, I have to say.
Okay.
Oh! Hang on. Oh, it's good. If you can see this.
Oh, bless you. You're looking at me as if to say, is that good enough? Can I sit down now?
It's not really, is it? Why don't you talk to
The ridiculous thing is radio. We could just pretend he's done it. I mean, why are we actually waiting?
Basically, he's trying to...
Yes!
No, I didn't
sorry.
He's trying to catch the pen behind his ear.
Come on.
How long have you been doing this, Ian?
Come on.
I'm just watching a man throw a pen at his ear.
Oh, come on.
Come on,
I do
please.
this for a living. I can't understand I keep missing.
Come on, do it.
Right, one more go.
Okay.
Oh, that's ask me another question, and I'll just catch you through this.
Louise, are you enjoying watching Tim Vine?
I am actually. I'm chuckling to myself.
This is the Best Bits podcast. Can we do anything to help? Should we to hold your ear open or something? With that jacket's coming off.
I'll take my jacket off. Right, here we go. I normally do this with music as well, you see.
But what kind of music would you like?
Pen behind the ear.
I can do that if you want.
What about the Soul Limbo one, Ian?
Pen behind the ear, 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 pen behind the ear on the floor, pen.
Right, okay. Listen, sorry about that.
Okay, well.
I've got to see it done. I've got to see it.
There's actually quite a few more things I can't do. Would you like to see me try?
Oh, that's made my day, that has.
The thing is, when he does it on tour, it can sometimes take that long as well. And the audience just sit there clapping and love it.
He'll do that in the middle of his act.
No, yeah, do it. And here's a piece of music. There are times when I've been in the wings and the music has been restarted 5 times.
He's still going.
That didn't count.
That doesn't count. I got caught in the top of your jumper. That's not behind the ear. That's
behind the
Just
jumper.
watched Warhorse. We've just watched Warhorse with people animating this thing, and you can't.
It's actually become slightly obsessive. Sorry,
We
I'll
should have filmed that.
God, that's the first time. Mind you, it's probably because I'm not being watched. If I'm being watched, maybe it would help.
We were. There was two of us.
We were
watching it.
looking, yeah.
We were
No,
watching
I
it.
know. The eyes were... No, don't feel you have to. I don't want this to become a thing where you go away and go, I had a terrible interview with Iain Lee. This would never happen with Matt Ford.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't.
It wouldn't.
I can't understand why I'm so far off.
What, you're moving your head to the side.
Am I?
It's going to be a really quiet journey home.
Yeah.
You're still moving your
You're
head.
going to be in the car together. He's going to spend the whole journey going, I can just do one more try.
I've lost the map. I've lost the map.
In the car, won't I?
Yeah!
Yes, he did it. He did it. ladies and
6 minutes late.
That's awful radio. I can only apologise.
Do you use that trick to pick up the ladies? Is that how that works?
I've found that doesn't do it.
Okay, that's not a good thing that's going on. Now, people will have seen you, of course, in the sitcom you did with Lee Mack.
Yes, not going out.
Yeah. Which, if I can be honest, when I first saw it, I thought this is going to be a stinker.
Really? Right.
I did, but I loved it. I thought it was brilliant. With a great cast, with you and Lee Mack, who's fantastic. With Miranda Hart was in it as well, wasn't she, as well? Who's now got her own show and is taking over the world.
Yeah, it seems like it, doesn't it?
And well done to her, 'cause I think she's brilliant. I think she's
she is
wonderful.
great,
Is there another series of that coming out?
Yeah, we've just finished a 4th series.
Right.
Yes, which comes out in January.
And it looks kind of quite traditional and old-fashioned.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. It almost looks like the scenery might tremble as you close the door behind you.
But there's a kind of a little subversive edge to it underneath, rippling away.
Yeah, I mean... Yes, how do you expand on that?
Well, you know, that it isn't... It looks like My Family, but it is funny.
There you go.
If that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, okay. Well, I think that's... the strength of it is that Lee puts a lot of work into the writing.
Right.
He writes it all, I don't write it.
Okay.
So, I mean, he realises that the important thing of these things is if you put a lot of work into the writing, it does show, and I think there's a lot of jokes in it.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's not like 5 pages goes by of the script and then there's one joke.
Would you like to talk to one of the callers?
Yeah, go on then, as long as they're not too frightening.
Andre!
Hi, I've been getting the bachelor's pad ready for Eloise for the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, could you turn your radio off, Andre?
Yeah, Iain?
Yes, you're through to Tim Vine.
Yeah, alright, Tim.
Hello, Andre, how are you?
Yeah, I've just been getting me passion pads ready for Eloise for the next couple of weeks. I put my lights up.
You put your lights
up?
up?
I put the tinsel up.
Nice.
I
actually live in an advent calendar. It's freezing at the moment. Most of the windows are open. That'd be funny if this was December.
Yeah, well, maybe... What do you got the windows open for, you dope?
Yeah, you dope.
Yeah. We're 8 inches of snow here.
Yeah. Andre, did you have a question for Tim?
No.
Then we'll say goodbye. Simple as that. I do apologise. Right, listen, I'm going to play a record, then we'll talk some more. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's kind of how it works. And you can practice the ear.
No, I've done it now.
Oh, was that it?
It did. Well, it landed. You saw it happen.
Thank you, Tim. Tim Vine's here if you want to ask him a question. 0330 123 1215. More of your calls after this.
Somebody, you know that I could use somebody, someone like you and all you know and how you speak. Countless lovers under cover of the street. You know that I could use somebody. Somebody,
festive season. Hedge your bets by sending a Christmas wish list to Santa and Absolute Radio.
This is Nick Jackson, and my Christmas wish list would have to consist of one of those fancy new e-book readers, a brand new television, and tickets to next year's British Grand Prix in Silverstone.
We want to make your Christmas great, all thanks to Microsoft Office 2010. Go to absoluteradio.co.uk right now and tell us your ultimate wish list up to the value of £5,000, and one lucky person will win it all. If you're buying a PC or laptop this Christmas, don't forget to make it great with Microsoft Office 2010. This year, make your Christmas great, thanks to Microsoft Office 2010 and Absolute Radio.
Absolute Radio.
Love Christmas, love Bill Bailey.
This is a punk lament I wrote when I discovered one of my punk heroes, John Lydon, was doing a butter advert.
Dandelion Mine is Bill's funniest and most brilliantly deranged show ever.
Or maybe it isn't. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Bill Bailey's Dandelion Mine, out now on DVD, available at Blockbuster. Cracking gift, cracking value.
Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
We're back on with Tim Vine is here.
Hello.
John, I forgot your last name.
Archer.
John Archer, and you're a comedy magician.
Comedy magician, one of the best.
Okay, there's a new show apparently with Penn and Teller that's going to be starting.
I can't say anything about that.
Oh.
Well, I'm in the frame, but possibly not.
Okay, well, what magicians do you like and do you admire?
Funnily enough, I do like Penn and Teller a lot. I think they're great.
Yeah.
So,
very professional, Tim.
I think that, yeah.
Moving the microphone to my mouth.
Thank you very much. No, I like Penn and Teller a lot. I think they're the original and the the new and the fresh. And so
yeah, I think they're great.
Let's go to
doing all that.
That was a visual joke. Again, I've been doing too much visual stuff. I have to apologise to your listeners as well.
Rob is on the line. Hello, Rob.
Hello, mate. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm very well, thank you very much. You're through to Tim and John.
Hello, Tim.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Hello, Tim. John.
Tim and John. So who are you?
Jesus, I'm so sorry.
No, this is great.
Seriously, who are you?
My name's Tim, and
tell him who mine is as well. Save me getting involved.
No. You know, on a telephone, when if you leave it off the hook, eventually it goes wah, 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 like that. Yeah. I invented that.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Do you get? And is it true you get like 5 pence every time that gets played?
No, sadly not. I sold it to a Japanese man, and he made all the
those
all the
wily
profits.
Japanese men and their profits.
Yeah, well, Japanese men are all right, aren't they?
They're all right. We're not being racist.
Not in the least. Well, I went to a football match in Japan. At the end, we started doing martial arts. I said to Brett next to me, I said, "What's going on?" He said, "There's 2 minutes of ninja time." Now, John's going to tell us what he does. John, what do you do?
Yeah, you know the fella who invented cat's eyes?
They invented what?
The guy who invented cat's eyes.
Well, that was God, surely.
Yeah, I'm his window cleaner.
So, Rob, what can we do for you this evening?
Oh God, I was bored, so I thought I'd ring out.
Well, then we'll thank you. We'll get rid of Rob. Rob claims to have been. Rob, do you mind if I tell them the prison story?
Yeah, go on.
Rob has been to prison several times, not for drugs, and was once in a prison cell drawing sex.
Drawing sex?
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean drawing?
Yes, I was honestly, I was.
He was drawing sex. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Listen.
Drawing it out?
I have to explain. Let me explain.
No, I'm not sure you should explain.
No,
Right,
I'll explain. He was drawing sex. He heard an electrical buzz, and an insect fell on him from another dimension. He's a genuine caller as well. This isn't a character.
What, the insect is?
No, yes, Rob.
Oh, is it Rob?
Yes.
Well, that's extraordinary. That's amazing. I remember when I went to prison, this bloke came up to me, he said, "Watch out for One-Eyed Rick." I said, "Is he violent?" He said, "No, he keeps bumping into people. You can have all these."
Now, do you sit at home and write these? How do you do it? You don't just steal them off
actually,
the internet.
John
you do-
writes some gags for me.
Yeah, I write for Tim.
He writes for me now and again, yeah.
Which can you give us a gag that you've written for him?
Well, I don't do them. Let
I'll
him
do
do
one.
it.
Okay. This farmer came up to me. He said, "I've got 68 sheep. Can you round them up for me?" I said, "Sure, 70." that was one of his.
That's a
great
gag.
joke, isn't it?
That's a great gag.
Yeah.
And so, would you sit down and just go
Well,
around and spend all day doing this?
Do the celibate flea one.
Yes. Have you seen that new? Have you seen? I don't know how. I forgot how to start.
If you can't remember.
Have you seen that new reality TV show where religious insects go climbing? It's called "I'm a Celibate Flea. Get me mountain gear." That was one of his. We're doing all Archer stuff here tonight.
Don't open with that.
Well, how are you going to justify me being here, really?
No, that's true. Well, this is just going through my mind.
On your lift.
And then how do you remember them? Because if you're what was your world record? It's something like 500.
Yeah, it's 499 an hour. Yeah.
Jesus.
But I mean, it's not about quantity, is it? It's about the laughter. I'm not about the speed.
How do you remember that many gags, though?
Well, you just have to practice it. If I've got a tour coming up, I start practicing. I go through it once a day for about a month before I do a tour.
Yeah.
I walk around fields talking to myself.
Really?
Funnily enough, when you're on the tour, you do it once a day as well.
Yeah, I do when I'm on stage. Then I don't have to rehearse it.
That would be the thing. Frankie Howard used to do it. He used to walk around practicing all the oohs, ahs, no misses. They're all scripted.
I love Frankie.
Yeah, he used to have them written in, didn't he?
Yeah, I love Frankie Howard. I just read a book about him. I saw him years and years ago.
Oh, I wish I had the chance to see him, and then and I sort of didn't get round to booking the tickets, and then he died shortly after. So I thought, well, that's the end of that.
That's the end of that. That's selfish of him.
Yeah.
Anyway, you met him. Let's have your story.
Let's hear about someone who did see him.
I went and saw him, and he was very funny, and then we went backstage and met him, me and some friends, and we got an autograph. That's not really a story.
Yeah, I shouldn't have come back to you on that
one.
No,
I was hoping that you'd kind of gloss over that. You have a joke book.
I do have a joke book, actually.
Don't pretend that you don't remember. You just told me to mention it.
No. I do have a joke book out at the moment. Keep going. No one spotted that. No, I do. It's true, and I did say it to you just a second ago. It's called The Biggest Ever Tim Vine Joke Book.
Yeah.
And a little bit of humour there, because there's only one. Can you imagine? Imagine the hilarity you're going to have to. But it's got 1,000 of my jokes in it.
1,000?
Yeah.
You're giving these away to people.
Well, I have my most recent two tours. So the one that I've been doing this year, and the one I have. In fact, is Punslinger.
Punslinger, which is out now on DVD. Yes.
Yeah, those two are not in the joke book.
Okay. Oh, so you're holding some back. For volume 2.
Now, it's true that now that Punslinger's out, that means I've only got my latest tour that isn't out there in some way. But that doesn't matter, does it?
I don't think so.
It's got to be out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it might as well be.
I would have thought so.
I always think with comedy, it's not something you can just, you can't just tell jokes on your own in your bedroom. That doesn't work.
Well, it doesn't, but some people do, I suppose.
I just did something incredibly visual and skillful. I hit my hand down onto the edge of the pen, and it flew up in the air, and I caught it with my other hand. It was much better than the pen behind the ear thing.
It was amazing.
With zero lead up.
Picture Phil's on the line. Hello, Phil.
Oh, good evening, Ian. Good evening, Tim. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Phil.
Tim, your two quiz shows were fantastic. Whittle and Fluke.
Oh, you're so kind.
Whittle was brilliant. I enjoyed Whittle. It was a good show.
Because I think Whittle originally was hosted by Chris Tarrant.
It was, and it was called Everybody's Equal.
That's it.
And then they said to me, would you like to do it? And I said, can we not call it Everybody's Equal? Because Everybody's Equal sounds like a description of how you play the game, rather than the title of it. And so they said, well, what do you want to call it? And so I gave it some thought, and so I came up with the Whittle thing.
Yes, get it.
It was amazing, the answer.
I believe you get 5 pence every time that word is said, don't you? Is that...
No, I don't. Much like that phone thing that I invented, I'm afraid that one's got away.
Who was the writer on Whittle?
You were.
Thanks.
Now,
he's got a big grin on his face. Look, he's all pleased.
I just threw my cup up in the air and caught it behind my back on the end of my toe. I can't believe I did that.
Phil, did you have a question about Whittle?
Well, yes, it was really about the other programme that Tim did when he sat in for Jack Doherty on his late-night chat show.
Oh, yeah, I did,
Not the Jack Doherty
You had
show.
some... I think you interviewed a boxer, probably the best interview you ever did on... I'm trying to think of his name.
Well, I did Henry Cooper, and I did another boxer, actually,
Yeah,
as
that
well.
was the other boxer.
Yeah, you mean Chris Eubank?
That's it, yes.
Yeah, I interviewed him.
He's bonkers, Chris Eubank, isn't he?
It was his birthday when we interviewed him, when you interviewed him.
Was it?
Who wrote on that show?
Well, who was your favourite person that you interviewed?
Do you know, there were a couple of American cosmetic surgeons who were on it. and they were great fun. They were called Dr. Veal and Dr. Veal. That was my favourite interview.
You talked about Frankie Howard. Did you ever see his film? Maybe you should remake it, The Runaway Bus.
No, I haven't caught that one.
Well, why don't you maybe put it on your Christmas list? You could get it as a Christmas present.
When was that? Early on in his career or later on?
He had an amazing cast in it. He had Petula Clark.
You started Phil off now. We're going to be here for the rest of the night.
Sorry.
Go on, that's interesting. Go on. No, Petula Clark. Who else?
Petula Clark, Margaret Rutherford.
Yeah.
The guy who went on to appear in Emmerdale, Toke Townley.
Toke Townley was in it.
Yes.
Toke Townley.
Wow.
And it was a real good comedy. So
was it equivalent of the English version of Speed 2?
No.
The runaway bus.
It was Make a Good Night. It was about this bus that came.
There's a bomb about to go off. Oh.
Got lost in the fog.
Right.
Got lost in the fog.
That's perfect.
Phil, thank you very much for that. Acting, because you've done things like the sketch show and the sitcom. Movies would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd love to do something. I did once make a film actually out of my own.
Steam, back.
Thank you, back steam.
Back steam, yes.
I used a bit of back steam to do it. But no one was interested in making it or giving me any money to make it, so I just thought I'd do it just for a laugh.
Yeah.
So I hired a crew for about 12 days
wow.
And I filmed this thing and edited it, and I put it on a little cinema and showed all my friends. And then I made about 500 DVDs of it, and mostly in my loft.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Well, I didn't quite have the heart to. It's not really gag heavy. It's a little story, and I thought, well,
it's watchable, isn't it?
It's all right. Yeah, it's
watchable.
All right. Yeah,
it's watchable.
Watchable.
Exactly.
Time Out magazine.
Watchable.
Oh no, I bet that'd be fun. That's a kind of a brave thing to do, though, is to get.
Well, not if you cut out the middleman of a national audience. It doesn't matter, does it?
I suppose so.
I've got a new idea that I want to do, which I've sort of been planning slightly but never got around to doing. It's a film where a giant moth attacks a small village, and I'm the manager of the light bulb shop, and so I kind of get the blame for it. And it's a whole story. And I can't think of if anyone can think of a name for that film. I thought Be He Moth ?
Be He Moth.
You know, because as in.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Or Time of the Moth. You know, I don't know.
You won Mastermind.
Yeah.
What was your subject?
Elvis Presley.
No, I won Mastermind as well.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
What, in that same series? When they were doing
mine was I think mine was about 2006 or 7 or something.
Right. What was your subject?
Mine was fictional pop group The Monkees.
Is that right?
Yeah. Who did you beat?
Well, I beat. Who did I beat? The guy who was in Quadrophenia, Phil Daniels.
Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Who was doing Chelsea.
Yeah.
Chelsea Football Club. Ian Lavender, as in Pike.
Oh, really?
He was doing... Oh, no, what was he doing? Just William Books.
Yeah.
No, Just William Books was the keyboard player, Rick Wakeman. He was doing Just William
Wow,
Books.
that's quite a good lineup.
And then only be me, the other person win it. So I can't remember what Ian Lavender was doing, actually.
Did you get the little kind of sort of plastic sort of trophy?
Perspex thing,
Did you give it to your mum? My mum's got one.
I didn't give it to her, no, I've got it.
Have you kept it?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you keep it?
Because it's a little bit crap.
Well, mine was quite sort of heavy. It's glass.
Well, mine was heavy, but I don't know. It was thick, but I think it was thick plastic. I don't know if glass is the right material.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that I would necessarily take it to a pawnbroker to get it valued or anything, but I just mean that it says Mastermind. It's hilarious, isn't it?
Yeah.
This isn't the problem that many of the listeners are going to have, though, is it? Really, what to do with their Mastermind?
Are you still here?
Do the pen thing again.
Hang on a minute, I'm doing the pen thing. Here we go.
Wrong ears.
But you see, if you got it right first time, that would really be wrong.
You need ears that slightly stick out from your head.
Yeah,
you don't have them.
That's kind of what I'm missing. But Mastermind, it was weird, because John Humphreys didn't. I don't think they thought I was going to win. I was kind of there as the fourth person. I think someone had dropped out. I had Scott Mills, a Nolan, and I think it was Jimmy McGovern, I think.
Right, okay. So how come you know a lot about the Monkees? Did you choose that subject and then go and
I'm just
revise
obsessed.
it?
I'm obsessed with the Monkees.
Is that right?
Yeah, I am. They're kind of...
We met.
Oh, Mickey Dolenz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that was quite embarrassing, wasn't it? In the toilet, remember?
I went.
No, that's not why it was. Well, it was embarrassing.
Well, no, I had this situation with Mickey Dolenz. It was quite funny because it was in not Melbourne, the other place, Montreal Comedy Festival. And he was in this hotel where all the comics were. There was lots of sort of English comics and stuff there. And I found myself in the toilet at the urinal.
Yeah.
And standing next to me,
Mickey
one
Dolenz?
up was Mickey Dolenz.
Wow.
And
I was there as well.
I thought, no, it wasn't because I came out and told you about it afterwards. No, you were there, but not in the actual bog.
Wasn't I?
Excuse my language. Is that going to take us off air?
Bog? What's this,
1976?
I was drunk. And you think you're in the bog with them?
I thought I've got a memory of being in the toilet with Mickey Dolenz.
Let me just tell you what happened anyway. This is the story.
Yeah.
The story is I suddenly became aware that I was humming the theme tune of the Monkees.
Oh No! And did he say anything?
Nothing.
I've had a wee next to Davy Jones.
Really?
Yeah, we have a lot in common. Spencer's on the line. Good evening, Spencer.
Hi, Tim. I saw you in Edinburgh.
Did you?
Thanks for calling.
Yeah.
So...
No.
Go on.
No, I saw your, what was it, the Locomotive tour?
Oh, yeah. Did you come on a night when they laughed?
I did, luckily, and I think...
Luckily, cheers. How do you know it was lucky? How do you know it was lucky?
Miss, but that was a good one, that one. Well done.
Sometimes there's, quite a bad atmosphere at a comedy show and people just don't laugh, but I think there was quite a good atmosphere on the night.
Well done.
But I will never know, where did you get that idea for that banana torch thing?
Well, I'll tell you exactly where I got it.
What's the banana torch?
Well, I do a thing where I have this banana that's also a torch, and I go, is it a banana, or is it a torch? Is it a banana, or is it a torch? The answer is, it's a torch that looks like a banana. I sing that song. And the audience seem to love it. And then I start producing torches as different things throughout the show.
Yeah.
But how I did it was because I've got someone who makes props for me.
Yeah.
And I got up to 7 requests of props, and I thought I'll round it up to 10.
Yeah.
So while on the phone to him, I said, I'll have a banana that's also a torch.
Wow.
And then he made me this great thing, and I had it knocking about for a bit.
Yeah.
And I thought I really must use this, so I just quickly made up that song.
Yeah.
Expecting to get nothing, and then when I tried it out, first time I tried it out, the audience laughed.
It
and I
killed
thought,
them.
I'm not doing anything here.
Wow.
Does that answer your question, Spencer?
That did, and thank you very much, Tim.
It was a pleasure.
There we go. Let's just take one more call, then we'll play a record, and then... line 2, you're on the wireless. Hello?
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 Yes.
Hello?
Rob, you've just been on!
Yeah, I know, but look, this guy's so good, isn't he?
Yeah, but what do you want to say to him, then?
Yeah, I mean, listen, mate. What's your name? Sorry, can you tell me your name?
Oh, for goodness sakes, no, we can't do
Tim.
that.
Oh.
We can't be bothered with that. Can you stick around for like another 5-10 minutes? Is that
Yes,
right? If I
of
play a
course.
record and then we'll do some business. Here's John Lennon.
I have got to do panto rehearsals in the morning. I've just been too late.
Oh, well, I tell you what, let's have a record, some adverts.
No, what I mean is don't keep me here till 3.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Right.
Okay.
Woman, I can hardly express my mixed emotions at my thoughtlessness. After all, I'm forever in your debt. And woman, I will try to express my inner feelings and thankfulness for showing me the meaning of success.
Absolute Radio. Now with a cooler, smoother taste.
Absolute Radio. Love Bill Bailey. This is a punk lament I wrote when I discovered one of my punk heroes, John Lydon, was doing a butter advert. Dandelion Mine is Bill's funniest and most brilliantly deranged show ever.
Or maybe it isn't. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Bill Bailey's Dandelion Mine. Out now on DVD, available at Blockbuster. Cracking gift, cracking value.
It's a double rollover. So here's to those who open the door when opportunity knocks, who throw back the covers, get out there and seize the day. The ones who can't wait for the £11 million double rollover this Wednesday. Think Lotto. Games, rules and procedures apply. Players must be 16 or over. Jackpot amount is an estimate.
The Debenhams Gift Spectacular. Up to 20% off all departments and at debenhams.com. Starts tomorrow, 9 a.m. till 10 p.m.
30 years on, the ghost town is still derelict, but the specials are bigger than ever.
No job to be found in this country.
See the band around the UK touring in October and November 2011.
People getting hungry.
Tickets are on sale Friday from the Absolute Radio ticket store, absoluteradio.co.uk. Don't miss the original gangsters, the specials.
The Absolute Radio ticket store. Iain Lee. It's about love and life. And live radio wrestling matches. Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
I was just been telling Tim and John about my failed attempt in the world of sitcoms, The Persuasionist. It was so successful, I like to say, that it started off at 10:30 on Tuesday nights on BBC Two.
Yes.
That they moved the last 3 episodes to 1 o'clock Sunday mornings to try and drag the audience to that otherwise
right.
dead
Well,
slot.
I can beat that because when I did the second series of the sketch show, they moved the last 3 episodes to never being transmitted.
No, really?
Yeah, they stopped the last few going out, I think.
Why? The sketch show was really popular, wasn't it? And won awards and stuff.
Yeah, but it's a funny thing. I think ITV likes to have its kind of definite. The star of this show is
Right.
and I think the fact that there were 5 of us in it, and it was
confused them a bit.
Yeah, I think maybe it confused them.
Yeah. That's what, wasn't there a spin-off of the sketch show?
Well, it was done in America,
right?
With Lee, just
Kelsey
Lee,
Grammer.
and then 4. Kelsey Grammer was in it.
I thought all of you were in it.
No, but then they did it. It's been sold to lots of different countries around the world. Actually,
Yeah.
In fact, if you look it up on YouTube, there's quite a few of our sketches which are on there from the Russian version.
Oh,
which is just
wonderful.
simply they haven't even taken the sound off it. You can hear our voices underneath, but then just over the top of it's you know, it's like that. And it's,
have you got a joke for every occasion?
Yeah, probably.
Solicitors.
Not every occasion.
Not quite every occasion.
I was just checking.
They're a law unto themselves.
There we go. He
That's
did
almost-
it. He did it. It's almost a joke.
Yeah.
That'll do. Right. So listen. Let's sell all the stuff that we're selling here. We've got the Tim Vine, the Punslinger Live.
Yes.
DVD. Not advertised on the side of buses. I think that's where you're going wrong.
I know. I saw Lee's Lee Max on the side of a bus today.
I was
going
on
past.
Lee Max
Enormous.
bus today. What's
Right.
that all about?
Incredible. Yeah. But
money
mine does have
is
the
what it's
added thing of the plastic was put on by a psychiatrist, so it was shrink wrapped. So there's that helps it.
You didn't write that one, John.
No, I
did you?
didn't
That's
write
why
that
you're
one,
just
no,
sitting
no.
there with a wry
No, the
looking
ones I
face.
write, you'll hear me laughing at.
There we go. You'll sell those. And the joke book is out now as well.
Joke book's out. Yep.
Ideal gifts for Christmas.
I guess so.
Oh, you're so
Although
modest.
listen, I have a fear of enclosed grottos. I've got sound claustrophobia. I'm pretty sure that's not in the book, and John didn't write it.
So if you've got the book now, you should be just jotting these down with a biro on the inner cover as well to add to the thousand gags that
well,
are
actually,
in
in the
there.
front of the book, it does say this book belongs to ... because I've always liked that. in
Oh
books.
yeah, that's nice when they do
And then
that.
it says, and my favourite joke is joke number, and then you can fill in.
Oh,
Because they're all
lovely.
numbers 1 to 1,000. Yeah.
I always used to be too. I can't write in books.
Right.
It upsets me to write in a textbook or something
Was
like
that
that.
a bit of a problem at school? Did you find that...
I can write in exercise
You
books.
should write on slate.
Yes, I had to do it with a bit of chalk. And not going out. No, not going out. When's that starting again?
That, I think, starts January the 10th or something like that, I think.
Okay, well, Tim, it's lovely to see you.
You too.
John, it's lovely to see you.
It's been a pleasure.
I'm glad you've
Little surprise.
Well, it's been good to have you in it. So it's you didn't do any magic tricks for us.
No, it's radio, isn't it? It's a bit
Screw those losers. Who cares about that? And send my love to Matt Ford. Tell him I think he's fantastic.
I will. I think he's fantastic too.
Good work. There we go. Go on. Sorry, what was that?
I'll say that to him.
Do.
Well, that was a terrible, damp way of ending, wasn't it? I will do that.
Tim Vine, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Ta-ta.
Well, you don't like the way I walk, you don't like the way I talk. You criticize about me endlessly. Logic defies how you got stuck with me, and you complain about the clothes I wear, and you explain there's other boys out there, but you complain. My car makes too much noise, I hear you cry. I'm always out with our boys. Whoa, whoa. I give up, little darling. Yeah, no matter what I do, you know it's true, ain't good enough for you. You complain the way I love you at night. You explain I'm really not your type. If we go out, you say I'm such a bore. If you stay in, say what are we living for? I understand. There's nothing I can do. There ain't no way I can satisfy you into the night. I'm leaning for a kiss. Here comes the pitch, swinging the best. I quit, little darling. Yeah, no matter what I do, you know it's true. Ain't good enough for you. I tried to change. I got a job in sales. I bought a shirt uptown in Bloomingdale's, and babe, I tried to make the latest scene, hitting cool, just like Jimmy Iovine. I bought a record with all the latest grooves, a book of love with all the latest moves. I bought some flowers and I went out your door, and you came out, didn't wanna say me.
Thank you to the lovely Tim Vine coming in. I forgot to mention, of course, his pantomime, if you wish to go and see him. And why the hell would you not want to go and see him and Anita Dobson in Sleeping Beauty? It's on at the Richmond Theatre from the... no, I've written down a number here, and I don't know what the number is. I think it's the 10th of December, but it might be the 16th. So maybe just save it till the 16th. And Tim, if the first 5 or 6 nights are empty, you have my humblest apologies. And I like Tim Vine. What a nice chap. He is. Right, 0330 123 1215 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. It's always odd. A little bit.
Huh?
A little bit softer on the...
I didn't know you had my mic up.
Well, what do you think? We've got no calls lined up. What do you think I'm going to do? Just sit here and talk to myself for the next 10 minutes?
Oh, well, I was just filling out the podcast details.
Have we got any callers?
No.
It's always odd. I'm not answering line 1 because we know who that is. It's that chap.
Or it might be the other one.
Oh.
No, not that one.
Ah.
The singing one. The other singing one.
That chap. What?
Triple-barreled.
Oh, Stephen Leroy Cook. You could say Stephen Leroy Cook. Let's find out. Line 1, you're on the wireless. Okay, no, it's not.
No.
It's that chap. So, it's always odd, kind of doing the show, having a guest at the start of the show. Because at the start of the show, normally we'd set up the stall and say, here are our goods, come and have a look. What would you like to have a little touch of? And now we've got to do it in 10 minutes to... Well, that's it, isn't it? How else would you...
I liked it. No, I liked it.
Would you describe it?
I don't want you to change it.
I bought a new hat today.
I thought you were going to say a house. I was thinking, bloody hell, you've already got one.
I don't know if the house is going to happen now.
Oh, it's got to happen. How can they pull out?
Well, you know, it turns out, when I said, we're buying a house, and it looks like we could be moving in a few weeks, and everyone was going, well, you'll be lucky. It turns out they were all right, and, you know, things do go wrong with house buying. Yeah. Anyway, I bought a hat, and I bought one of those hats I noticed Tim had, with the flappy ears. That, I'm not saying Tim's got flappy ears, I'm saying the hat.
His looked better than yours.
It did. His did look better.
Yeah.
Mine was from Marx's. It's good. 18 quid.
He's gone for a one that all the fur fluffs out.
Yeah, which I'm imagining is going to be... I did want to ask him where he got his hat from, but then I bottled it.
If he's listening, can you call us?
Tell us where you got your bloody hat from. Because I got mine from Marx's, and it's a little bit loose, but if I tighten the straps, it kind of...
And it makes you look like a 3-year-old child, though, when you tighten the straps.
You never said that to me. You didn't say...
I did say it looked a bit silly.
You didn't... That's not nice.
No, you know I said it looked a bit silly.
I'm very self-conscious about my headgear.
No, you're not. You said I don't care. I'm at the point where...
I am at the age now where I couldn't give a stuff if it was...
So you're just lying for comical effect for the radio.
No, I'm lying because I'm not lying. I forget.
Well, good job I'm here to remind you.
0330 123 1215. It's going to be one of them shows this evening. Yes, Rob, what the hell do you want?
Hello, mate. How you doing?
What do you want?
Oh, well, just excuse me. Just to love people and to share love with other people, basically.
Okay. And how can we facilitate that?
Well, I mean, if you could sort of like give me a reason to give love to other people.
Why do you need a reason to give love? You don't need a reason.
Christmas. That's a good one.
Hello, Ellie. How you doing?
Hello, Ellie.
All right.
Hello.
There's a phone call, Louise. Take it.
Uh-oh.
Well, you don't need a reason to give love, Rob. And you know the only reason I'm talking to you is because we've got no other calls lined up at the moment.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, as long as you're aware of that, and as long as we know where we stand. As soon as a call is lined up, you're off.
Okay.
Yeah, you got that? Okay.
All right. Okay, so, Eloise.
She's not here. She's taking a phone call.
She's taking a phone call. So I'm going to be off in 2 seconds flat, is that it?
But pretty quickly, yeah. As soon as she racks up Jeff, then you're off, yeah.
Okay.
She's racking Jeff up.
Look, mate.
Yes.
I did learn to levitate, honestly. I really did.
Rob?
Yeah.
You didn't learn to levitate.
I really did,
You
mate.
didn't? Send me a video of you levitating.
No, listen, mate.
Send me a video of you levitating.
There must be. There must be CCT evidence.
Why don't you film yourself doing it now?
Do what?
Why don't you film yourself doing it now?
No, I can't do it anymore.
Ah, Rob, you can't do it anymore, so you didn't learn it. If you'd learnt it, you'd be able to do it now.
Well, it depends how excited I get, usually.
Okay, well, excite yourself.
How the hell am I going to do that?
You know what I'm going to do now, don't you?
You're going to cut me off.
Hello, Jeff.
Oh, hey, Ian. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you very much.
That's good. Yeah, well, it's the first time I've listened. It really is the first time I've listened. I feel bad about that. Because,
well, you should feel bad. Where the bloody have you been for the last 6 years of my career?
Well, do you want to know, and this is not a cheap plug,
yeah.
Absolute 90s.
Okay, as long as you're in the family, that'll do.
I'm in that era, you see.
Okay, they're launching Absolute Noughties.
Oh, I know.
Which is good, but I feel...
Does it sound like I'm an employee phoning up just for this shameless plug?
It does a bit. Well done, Mr. Sylvester, good work. But I struggle to say the word noughties.
I'm not sure, yeah.
I struggle with it. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I know. I don't know.
While I wish the new station, and I will, of course, I'll plug it as I'm contractually obliged to, and I'm sure it will be a wonderful success as all of the Absolute DAB stations have been. I can't say the word.
No, that's right. No, it's not quite there. But I'm thinking they should go backward a bit, though. You know, the wartime, Absolute 40s, something like that.
Yeah, Absolute Virulent. That wouldn't. Do you know what? That's not a bad idea. Absolute 40s. It's odd, isn't it? Because, you know, where are we now? We're in the 2010. And so how far ago were the 60s? They were 50 years ago.
That's right, 50 years.
And people still listen to 60s music.
They do, that's right.
But if you go back to the 80s, when I was growing up, people didn't listen to music from the 30s.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Kids weren't putting on George Formby or whatever it was big in those days.
Only when they were cleaning windows.
Yeah, exactly. But it's weird, isn't it, that the 60s music, the 50s kind of, but mainly the 60s, is sort of year zero for music, and it's people still digging it. I got my Monkeys box set delivered to me from Rhino Records yesterday. I'm over the moon.
Ah, the Monkeys. Yeah, I heard you mention about that.
I love a bit of the Monkeys.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, Jeff, you've not called in to hear me...
Urinal next to Mickey Dolenz, though.
Wow, yeah, I had a wee next to Davy Jones. It wasn't quite so cool, but, you know.
Yeah. Was it next to his locker?
Well done. I see what you're doing there. You've caught a bit of Tim Vine, haven't you?
I have. I'm a big fan.
He's good, isn't he?
But he's gone home now, hasn't he?
Yeah, you missed him.
I was too late. Never mind. I was washing up, so that wasn't clever, but yeah.
Well, you know, it's got to be done, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
Get a dishwasher, though.
Well, that's me. That's my role.
Oh.
But, yeah, just me and the dog in the kitchen. He's just staring at me blankly now, wondering what I'm doing. But,
Jeff, you're painting a rather sad picture of your life there, and which is breaking my heart slightly.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. It's not really an inspiring message you want to give to your listeners, is it?
Jeff, OK, listen. Before you go, inspire the youth of today. We've got Christoph. Christoph? Christoph?
Hello, mate, how are you?
Yeah, be quiet. Jeff is going to inspire you. Jeff, inspire him.
I'll inspire
Go on,
you.
inspire me.
The advice is, don't buy a dog. Listen to him.
There we go. Jeff, thank you very much.
Don't buy a dog.
Exactly.
I've got two of them. They're cheaper than wives. Way cheaper.
OK. Christoph, stay there. Jeff, thank you for that. Here's what we'll do for the next hour. Absolute Naughties is the new station from Absolute... I can't say that word. Can we come up with a new name for it, please? And I'll send it on to the boss, and maybe they might listen and change it.
Life is hard, and so am I. You'd better give me something so I don't die.
And his lawyer are coming back. Oh, my darling, will you be here before I sputter out? Before I sputter out. Before I sputter out. Living here with the great undead. This paint-by-numbers life is full of my head once again. Life is good, and I feel great, 'cause mother says I was a great mistake. Novocaine for the soul. You better give me something to fill the hole before I sputter out. Before I sputter out. Before I sputter out. Before I sputter
Absolute Radio. This past weekend, this stuff happened. Dave Gorman.
And he sat down and he got this little box out, and he had sort of sugar glass bottles in. And he said, now these were used in a big Hollywood film, Saving Private Ryan. They were in a bar scene that got shot up, and these are the only 3 that survived. And then he dropped one. Oh. And it broke. And the whole of the crew went, oh no, it's only one of 3. So it's all right, I got some more.
Frank Skinner, Dave Gorman, weekend mornings on Absolute Radio, working towards a mintier world with Trebor Soft Mints.
Absolute Radio.
When Yellow Pages launched in the 60s, it was easier to find a good time than a good restaurant. But things have changed. And if you look for local restaurants in your Yellow Pages nowadays, You won't just find a huge choice, you'll find full menus and money-off vouchers too. And with our new video channel on yell.com, you can see exactly where you're going before you get there. So you can be sure the decor won't put you off your dinner. Whatever you need, yell and you'll find.
There's never been a better time to join the millions already enjoying EDF Energy's winter price freeze guarantee. We're freezing all standard residential tariffs until at least the 1st of March next year. If you're not already with EDF Energy, text FREEZE to 84400 and find out more about our winter price freeze guarantee. Stay warm with EDF Energy. Text FREEZE to 84400. Conditions apply.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
Yo, 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 bum rush to the show. This is Russ Williams. Call us on 0330 123 1215. Thank you.
We have to interrupt this song because we've got Tim Vine is on the line. Tim, is that you?
Yeah. You wanted to know where I got my hat from?
Where did you get the hat from?
Well, actually, I got it from a shop in on Oxford Street. You know, one of those touristy shops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's just an ordinary, like hanging up with postcards and Big Ben models.
And next to pictures of Bob Marley with a big spliff?
Yeah, that may well have been. I was really looking for a hat, actually.
Oh, you didn't see the Mona Lisa with the psychedelic eyes then, or anything like that?
No, I didn't. No. Archer's driving, by the way. John's driving.
Hello.
John's here. Yeah.
Hello, John.
Hello, we're still speaking.
John, you should come back one night without Tim.
Yeah, anytime. Just get in touch.
That's nice, isn't it?
Open invitation.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it anytime.
Yeah, he normally does open my invitations.
Tim, thank you for that. I hope does it keep your head warm?
Yes, it really not at the moment because it's on my lap, but yeah, it does, definitely.
Is it keeping...
What's it keeping warm now, then?
Yes, exactly. Tim, thank you for that.
All right, I'll ring back in a minute. Sorry, bye.
Bye. Suddenly it's nearly 8 minutes past midnight. What the bloody hell happened there? I don't know. So Tim Vine got his hat from one of those touristy shops on Oxford Street. I walked past them and they had balaclavas and everything, and I'm thinking maybe. So I don't think mine's warm enough. I'm going to Sweden in a couple of weeks, just for 2 nights. Today, including the wind chill factor, minus 25 degrees. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. It sounds bloody awful. So this is what we're doing for the last hour of the show. 2 things. The first thing is we need to come up with a new name for Absolute Naughties. Naughties, the new radio station that they're launching here. I can't say that word. It makes me so uncomfortable. So can we have a name, which I'm going to submit to Mr. Grace, the boss. And he may, I know they've invested in branding and things like that. Maybe they'll change things around. But even if they don't, we can refer to that station with that name on this show. The other thing is, can we come up with an excuse to get me out of going to Sweden? Please, please! Minus 25! I like being cold. I do like to sleep with the window open in the bedroom, even in this low temperature. But minus 25, man alive, that is not happening. So, 0330 123 1215, he said, trying to stifle a belch as I'd had 8 biscuits, 8 custard creams on the way from the 3rd floor down to the studio in the basement this evening. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. You can call in about any old guff as well if you want, It's been that kind of show recently where we've kind of come in without any topics. I was talking about a guy with Tim called Matt Ford, who does a show on TalkSport. And he's like all proper and stuff. He's good. He does like topics and stuff. He'll come in with topics and opinions. And preparation. Or as we call it in the industry, prep. We like to shorten things. Very busy. And, he has like a show. And it's kind of got me thinking, maybe I should do more of a show. Just some bloke who used to be on the telly sitting here waffling on about a hat. It's not good, is it? Really. Christoph Morris.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right.
I must apologise, first of all, for appalling behaviour last night.
Oh, you've got the hots for Eloise, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Sweet Jazz, man.
Sorry, Sweet Jazz?
No, she's sweet as.
She is sweet as. She's a honey.
Oh, she is a real honey.
Stop making sex noises, though. That's weird.
I've stopped right now. But anyway, apologies for last night.
Yes.
I appear like an absolute pair of idiots. I have an issue.
Yes.
I lived with a couple of guys, not in that sort of sense. We share a house, 2 of them in a band. They're younger, but they're not a rock band. They're a rock band, but they've lost rock.
They're a rock band, they've lost rock?
They need to man up. Snickers, like you, Sweden. Deal with it. Minus 25, man. It's easy.
Okay.
Wellies and shorts.
Yes. And so this is your attempt at doing a better phone call than yesterday, is it?
Oh, you must have replayed the last one from last night. That was awful.
Well, I've not replayed it. I never listened to the show, ever.
Oh, no, try that again. Trust me, this is way, way better.
Trust me?
Yeah, no. Sir? Superb. I'm boiling the tits off you now. I'm going to pass you to the younger child, if that's all right, Benjamin.
Please do.
So he can berate you about older people like me.
Okay.
I think he's lying.
Okay.
1 second, sir.
Okay. I've accidentally pressed the button that cuts them off. Katya!
Hello, Ian.
Hello, Katya. How are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine. That's funny you should talk about Sweden. I'm not calling about Sweden, actually, but just Roger is there at the moment.
And who's Roger, the boy next door?
My boyfriend. And he didn't mention the minus 25 degrees.
Roger the boyfriend?
Yes. Is there?
Roger the boyfriend?
Yes, he is there at the moment.
I'm doing a joke. Listen, I'm going to do a joke. Katya?
Yes?
Roger the boyfriend?
Yes.
Good for you. So...
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. Oh, mais oui, madame. Oh, mais oui.
You take advantage of me.
You're taking advantage of your boyfriend. All this Rogering going on. Katya,
okay.
we were just talking about you yesterday.
What?
We were remembering you rubbing your foot with an onion or something.
Yes.
It was fun days.
Good time.
Anyway, you've called in, Katya. What can we do for you this evening?
Yes, I'm going to help you for tomorrow.
Why?
Because you've got...
Will I go to the nursery to look at the nursery for my boy?
No. Not that.
No?
You're going to interview someone.
Oh, we're interviewing Weird Al Yankovic.
No.
Sorry?
That's not it.
What then?
It's what's the first name? Al Weird, yeah. And then it's Yankovic.
It's not.
Yes, because I'm a witch.
No. But he's not. He's a Vic.
No.
Yes.
He's Serbian. I'm my granddad, he was from Serbia. That's why I'm something Vic.
No, but he's not. He's a Vic.
No.
I can guarantee you, because I have heard him being interviewed by. I'm trying to think who is it who interviewed him. It's because I'm gonna try and find the audio of him saying it's Weird Al Yankovic.
Well, he doesn't know how he's called.
No, but it's Weird Al says Yankovic.
No, because it's Vic.
What do you mean no? It's his name. He knows how to say it.
Oh, well, it's my name too.
But your name is Vic. His name is Vic.
I tell you, I'm not joking, because he's from Serbia. You have to pronounce it that way.
But his name is pronounced. He pronounces his name Vic.
Well, he does it, but he doesn't know how to do it properly. That's
he knows how to pronounce. Eloise, can you help me out?
Well.
It's definitely Vic. And that's all I have to say about that. How do you spell your full name, your surname then?
As he does is V-I-C, because in Serbia, the V-I-C means son of, right? And you've got a little accent above the C, and it's pronounced Vic.
Right, hang on a second.
He doesn't have an accent above his C on his album.
Hang on. I'm going to play. There's an interview here. I'm guessing he might say his name at the start of this, so let's have a listen. There might be swears, so I'm hovering over the dump. Here we go. Hang on.
I'm very proud to say that today we'll be speaking with a man who has been a major force in the world of hip-hop. A man who has virtually redefined the genre and brought a new urgency and intensity to the music world with his insightful lyrics and dynamic flow. I've been looking forward to...
No, hang on a minute. You might, maybe I'll say it here. Hang on a second. Hang on.
Welcome back to Al TV. Right now it's time for our exclusive interview with Mr.
He's not going to say it, but it's pronounced Yankovic.
Yeah, well...
Katya, it's his name!
No, when you meet him tomorrow, just tell him that it's not...
I'm not going to tell him he pronounces his name wrong!
Well, he's not aware, obviously.
One of the tips I've picked up through many, many years, over 12 years, of interviewing celebrities, movie stars, pop stars, famous people.
Okay.
Never tell them they pronounce their names wrong, Katya.
Okay, I'll try.
Because the interview will be, hey, Weird Al, nice to meet you. By the way, you pronounce your name wrong. It's not Yankovic, it's Yankovic. I'm out of here. I'm getting out of here. This guy's an ass. That's what would happen. Katya, that's what would happen.
Yes.
It's like when Tim Vine came in. I didn't go, Tim, you pronounce your name wrong. It's actually Tim Vinay. I'm not going to do that, am I? Even though it is pronounced Vinay in many countries. I'm not going to do that, Katya.
No. Well, I'm sorry about that.
Al, though, is he actually... Did you say he's from Serbia?
Well, his dad come from Serbia.
I think he's American.
No, I think he was an American.
He was born in America, but his dad is from Serbia. That's why I thought...
But what a lot of people do when they go to move from countries like that to America is they westernise their names.
Oh, yeah.
Just shame on them. How dare they do that?
My mum's maiden name is Nuvodomski, but in Polish it should be Nuvodomska. But she is Nuvodomski, even though that is a male name.
Yeah. So, Katya, would you like to apologise to all the boys and girls?
No.
Well, you should. You've done a bad thing.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
There we go. That's an apology. Thank you, Katya. That's an apology. She apologised. We won. We won there.
When I was younger, I saw my daddy cry and curse at the wind. He broke his own heart and I watched as he tried to reassemble it. And my mama swore that she would never let herself forget. And that was the day that I promised I'd never sing of love if it does not exist. But darling, you are the only exception. You are the only exception. Well, maybe I know some straight face. And I've always lived like this, keeping a comfortable distance. And up until now I had sworn to myself that I'm content with loneliness, because none of it was ever worth the risk. Well, you are the only exception. 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 I've got a tight grip on reality, but I can't let go of what's in front of me here. I know you're leaving in the morning when you wake up. Leave me with some kind of proof it's not a dream. You are the only exception. 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 And I'm on my way to believing. Oh, and I'm on my way to believing.
This is Absolute Radio.
This festive season, hedge your bets by sending a Christmas wish list to Santa and Absolute Radio.
This is Nick Jackson, and my Christmas wish list would have to consist of one of those fancy new e-book readers, a brand new television, and tickets to next year's British Grand Prix at Silverstone.
We want to make your Christmas great, all thanks to Microsoft Office 2010. Go to absoluteradio.co.uk right now and tell us your ultimate wish list up to the value of £5,000, and one lucky person will win it all. If you're buying a PC or laptop this Christmas, don't forget to make it great with Microsoft Office 2010. This year, make your Christmas great, thanks to Microsoft Office 2010 and Absolute Radio.
Absolute Radio.
Love Christmas, love Bill Bailey.
This is a punk lament I wrote when I discovered one of my punk heroes, John Lydon, was doing a butter advert.
Dandelion Mine is Bill's funniest and most brilliantly deranged show ever.
Or maybe it isn't. I haven't made my mind up yet.
Bill Bailey's Dandelion Mine, out now on DVD, available at Blockbuster. Cracking gift, cracking value.
Right, well, you know, you got the wooden flooring, that's going to add a fair bit, and the panelling don't come cheap, but I should be able to knock a little bit off for labour, so let me have a little look, say £5,467.19.
Turn estimated bills into accurate ones with our online Energy Smart service. You'll only pay for the energy you use each month, putting you firmly in control. Find out more at britishgas.co.uk. Look after your world with British Gas. Exclusions apply.
According to the Office of Made-Up Statistics, only 3% of people have started Christmas shopping. And they're all on IWantOneOfThose.com, a vast wonderland of original and imaginative Christmas gifts. You can search by recipient, like colleague or mother-in-law. Not the same person, we hope. Plus, every hour from now till Christmas, one lucky shopper will have their whole basket paid for, and everyone gets a consolation prize. Give the stuff they really, really want this Christmas at IWantOneOfThose.com.
Iain Lee on Absolute Radio.
You grew wind on your hat, but you let out your ribcage and it flew into the dark like a ghost, just like a ghost. And it flutters by my window when I need my sleep the most. So I choose my weapon, choose my way. It's easy saying nothing, there's nothing You've got a vampire on your neck. Everybody knows what happens next. You fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow, fade. Fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow. But choose my weapon, choose my way. It's easy saying nothing when there's nothing to say. I'm thinking about you every day. I'm starting to notice. Fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow, fade. Fade like a shadow, fade like a shadow.
So there we go. 0330 123 12. It's 25 past midnight. I'm suddenly quite tired. I'm finding the cold is making me very, very tired. Also, I slept very badly last night and I've been covered in puke again today. But I'm achy, tired, old, maybe. Yes, could be. Polly James is on at 1 o'clock. So I will stick around for that. Noel Taylor!
Hello, Ian, how are you?
Yes.
Yeah. It's an idea for competition. Is it alright if I do this? It's what it is I do an impersonation.
No, it's not.
And you have to guess who it is.
No, no.
Oh, please.
Well, you just asked, and I said, and then you steamed ahead without waiting for any response.
Oh.
Okay.
Are you fish now, Butler?
What?
Who's that then?
I have not got a clue.
Oh. Betsy, Captain the Whoopsie, me berry.
He's just done a Frank Spencer impression. Jesus, it's like we're back in 1986.
Now then, how's about that then? Now then, guys and gals.
But why are you just saying different words in the same voice?
Oh, no, they're supposed to be all different.
They're not.
Oh, dear.
And why are you doing people from like 30 years ago?
Because I'm getting on a bit, to be honest.
Right. Okay, any more?
No, you mustn't. Stop the fat controller's job. No, you mustn't.
Do Kanye West.
Yeah, Kanye West. Do Kanye.
Oh, I can't do him. Does he sound a bit like Ali G, does he? I'm just watching you on 11 o'clock show. I've never actually seen that programme. Believe it or not.
Well,
Anyway.
do Ali G then. That's kind of bringing us closer to where we are in terms of time.
Hello, people. How are you? You okay?
Yeah, Ali G's not Chinese.
No, I can't do him.
Okay, or anybody else. Well, thanks for that, Noel. That was really a real insight into your mind.
I've got an invention to make you rich as well.
Oh, okay. It's an invention that's gone from being an invention that everyone can do to an invention that can make you rich, as though
Yeah.
that would be more appealing to us and give you more reason for him to
Yeah.
stay on the line. Okay.
Vinny gave me the idea.
Okay.
What it is, it's...
But bear in mind that with every word you speak, Noel, I am losing the will to live.
Oh, no. Cheer up, Ian. It's a carpet dryer. So, what it is, it's like a hair dryer.
Yeah, but
So-
for carpets,
so-
of course.
Yeah, when you've shampooed it, it's all damp, isn't it? And you have to walk on it with bare
Well,
feet and that.
only for an afternoon or so.
Yeah, but it's good if you can dry it.
Well, what we tend to do is we tend to hire a young lad who comes and cleans the whole flat, 70 quid. And then we
I'll do
kind
it
of...
for 30.
No, you won't. You're never going to find out where I live. And then we sort of stay out for the rest of the day until it dries.
Yeah, but it's inconvenient, isn't it?
Not really.
Oh, right. Okay, then, yeah. So, good show anyway, yeah. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, okay.
Is it Eloise's back better?
It's feeling a lot better, thank you, but still not 100%.
Oh, good to see you back anyway.
Thank you.
Well, how can you see her back? I'm kind of just been hit by a wave of exhaustion, and I'm kind of thinking, I can't be bothered. Well, do you think Polly would want to come down for an extra half an hour? I wonder how much if I got any money I could give her.
I doubt it, because she does 6 hours, doesn't she?
Well, that's the point. If she's doing that long, then a little bit more doesn't make much difference.
That may be true.
That's the kind of logic I'm working on there. I'll give her anyway. Maybe she'll. If she comes down spontaneously, then she can have the rest of the show. That's all I'm saying. No, are you still
Play
there?
my song.
Sorry,
Yeah.
what?
I keep asking her to play Diamond, my song from Too High. and
Yeah.
she won't do it. She doesn't say that she won't, but she doesn't.
I think there's probably a good reason for it.
Why?
You don't want me to say.
I've never
No,
heard of
I
it.
don't. It's the first track on Too High.
Yeah, no. We're a radio station. We just can't play any old crap that's sent in to us.
Up yours.
There we go. Well done. We got rid of him in the end. Daz is in Telford. Hello, Daz.
Come on, Ian. Wakey. Sit up straight.
Yes.
Come on.
Come on.
Get back to life, son. Come on. Sit up straight.
Sitting up straight.
Get back in the room. Come
Yes,
on,
come
son.
on, come
Back
on.
in the room.
I'm the champion. I'm a champion.
Good lad.
Yes. Oh, I feel a bit nauseous now I've done that.
Right.
Yes.
New name for this bloody stupid absolute
naughties. I can't say the word naughties. I can't. It's making me very uncomfortable. It's going to be an excellent station, but I can't say it.
I like naughty.
Cheap.
No.
It sounds cheap and sleazy.
Yeah, well, yes, I would have. It sounds. It does sound a little bit sleazy. Naughties.
Did I tell you that I tested for the... Vince tested me for the voice of it.
And you didn't get it.
No.
Oh, utter bull.
But I liked saying it because he was going down to say it cheeky, so I was like, naughty.
Simon Bradley on the Facebook page, facebook.com/Iain Lee Show, has suggested absolute zeros. I like that.
Yeah.
But then this is my favourite one, Alan Watson, absolutely last decade.
Yeah, but then when it's the next decade, you have to change it.
Well, that's 10 years away, Eloise. Jesus,
but
we'll
you
all be
can't-
dead.
yeah,
There'll be a
but-
nuclear war by then. Look, Korea and China
yeah.
will have a war with us.
But how much difficulty did they have from changing this station after 10 years to a new one?
We will be dead in 10 years. Honestly, have you not seen what's happening in Korea at
Got to
the
think
moment?
about the future.
There is no future.
Well, there is for someone.
Who? Yeah, Korea. Kim Il-jong or whatever his name is.
Well, anyhow, you can't go changing a radio station if you don't have to, so it can't be last decade.
Okay, well, it can't be that, I'm afraid, Alan Watson, although I would call it. What suggestions have you got, Desmond?
00 absolute.
Yeah. Have you got any good suggestions?
No, not really.
Okay, we'll say
Sorry.
we'll say goodnight. That's awful, that is. They're never going to go with that. We want a genuine suggestion that might, have some effect. Paul Martin?
Hello there.
Not the host of Flog It?
No.
Oh, man, my hopes got high then. I thought, this is great. This is one of my favourite TV presenters. has phoned me up to contribute to a topic. Wow, but it wasn't.
Well, not the Prime Minister of Canada either.
Oh, hey?
Just little me and Dursley.
Okay, in Dursley?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's...
Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire, okay. Anyway, Paul Martin, not the Canadian Prime Minister or the host of Flog It. What can we do for thee this evening?
I just thought I'd give you a few suggestions for your new station.
Yeah, bring it on, brother.
You probably already thought of them, but...
I'll be honest, I've given it no consideration whatsoever. I'm very lazy. I want you to do all the work for me.
Absolute Millennium.
But then that would just be the year 2000.
Well, I don't know. It could sort of incorporate the next 10 years, couldn't it?
Okay, go on.
Or absolute digit.
Sorry?
Absolute digits.
How does that work?
Well, it's like single digits, isn't it? For the first 10 years.
But digits could mean like 100 digits.
No, I haven't really thought it through, have I?
You haven't really? But no, listen, I'm glad you accept. We can work this. Let's. Have you?
I just really wanted to get on and say hello to you because I absolutely loved the 10 o'clock show, 11 o'clock show even. And,
you loved it so much you didn't know what time it was on or what it was called.
11 o'clock show, wasn't it? Yeah.
The 7 o'clock show. So, but you don't sound.
I've just recently discovered this show.
Oh, bless you.
Absolutely amazing.
Bless you, Paul Martin. But you don't sound. You sound like you're about 26 years old.
I was going to say 16. Oh.
35?
Yeah, I'm 35.
But you sound like a boy.
You do. I thought you were young. I thought you were teens.
If there was a way of phoning up to order alcohol to be delivered to your house, they wouldn't deliver to you unless you could provide them with some kind of vocal ID. It doesn't make sense.
Good job I got a beard and I can walk into a shop then, isn't it?
I'd love to know.
I really want to see a picture.
Yeah, can you send us a picture? Because you've got a beard.
Yeah, I've got a text number, have you?
Yeah.
What is the text?
8 12 15.
0 12 15.
8 12 15.
Oh, right. Okay.
Send us a picture, Paul. We won't show it. Just me and Eloise will see it. You've just got an amazingly youthful voice. Use that power. It's a power for good, Paul Martin.
You've got to do it in the next half hour, though, else we won't get it.
Yeah, do it, but do it before 1, otherwise we don't get to see it, and it'll end up with Polly James will have it, and who knows?
Right, okay.
Don't want to cast any aspersions, but she has been known to track down listeners who send in photos of themselves and have wild, rampant sex with them all night, and I wouldn't wish that upon anybody, Paul.
Thanks, good.
But gentlemen, please send your pictures in to me before 1 o'clock. That's all.
She's a married woman.
I know, which makes it even worse. Yes,
Hello?
Paul. Yes.
Can I just ask you?
Yeah.
You know what's happened to Daisy that used to be on an 11 o'clock show?
Daisy Donovan? No, I know that she's married to Dan Mazer, who writes and produces Ali G and Sasha's films.
Right.
I know that they've got at least 1 kid, maybe 2, but I've not seen her since the 11 o'clock show, so I've not seen her for 10 years.
Does she do anything new? Anything on telly or anything?
She's not done anything for ages. I know she did she did stuff like about 9-10 years ago, and she's been in some films and things. But I've not really seen her. We kind of fell out of contact.
I loved everybody on the 11 o'clock show.
Everybody?
He was amazing. Ricky Gervais is absolutely awesome.
People used to hate. My sister hated him on the 11 o'clock show.
Oh, I thought he was brilliant.
Do you know,
I knew he was going to be big.
He very nearly had Daisy's job. He auditioned to be the co-host. Yeah, before Daisy came along.
Oh, right.
Wouldn't that have been a strange world? Me and him doing that.
Yeah.
It was good fun. That I enjoyed that, but it was like 12 years ago we started. It was a long. I was a boy. I was 25 years old.
Definitely needed a guy and a girl.
It totally did. We auditioned so many people for that. There was a lovely girl we auditioned, Jules, she went on to become a proper newsreader. Jules Botfield auditioned for it, and a girl. What was the Irish girl's name? I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Paul. Thank you very much.
All right, cheers, mate.
Cheers, fella. Take care. Ta-ta. 03301231215. I tell you what, let's play the Beach Boys, and then we'll just do calls straight to air, shall we? I know who's on line 2. Do you want to hear?
Yeah.
Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
Yeah. Oh, no, it's not who I thought it was. Who's this?
It's Mike.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, Mike. Is this Ian?
Yes.
Ian, can I ask you a question?
You can do.
Good. Ian, why do you have an I in the middle of your name?
I don't.
Why is your Ian not spelled with I-A-N?
Because I have Scottish heritage, and that's the Scottish way to spell it.
Oh, fair enough. I thought it was like a sort of a middle-class fail.
No, don't try and start a class war here. No, if you want to start a war, it's with the Scotch.
Fair enough. Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. I've got to get back to my Xbox.
Okay, thanks for calling.
All right, cheers, Ian. Bye.
Oh, right, there we go.
Who did you think it was going to be?
Andre's brother has been calling in on a withheld number.
Andre's brother?
Yeah, or maybe this might be him on line 1. Yes, line 1.
This is Jean-Paul. Andre's brother.
Yes, okay.
My brother is very obnoxious and very rude. He drinks too much. He smokes too many cigars.
Jean-Paul, could you do me a favour?
Yes.
Ferme la radio.
Yes, très bien. I can turn down the radio.
Merci.
But the brother is very rude, obnoxious to Eloise.
Oui.
He wants Eloise to move in with him.
Oh, really? We've not heard that before. Okay.
He has put up the lights and the decorations.
Yes.
And I am going back to La Paris, the Latin Quarter.
Oh, okay.
And I'll be leaving Andre here.
Yes.
Will Eloise look after him?
Well, Eloise, will you look after Andre for Jean-Paul?
Well, I thought Jean-Paul was trying to save me from Andre.
No, Jean-Paul is... I have got to go back to La Paris, the Latin Quarter.
The Latin Quarter is the only thing he's heard of, yeah. What are you studying, Jean-Paul?
The psychology.
Tell us some psychologist stuff.
I am trying to teach Andre how to be a good man.
Okay, you're not studying La Bouze or anything?
No, not La Bouze, the Vin Rouge and Le Blim Blanc.
Le Blim Blanc. Okay, well, thank you for calling, Jean-Paul.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Well, wasn't that a little treat for
How
us all?
did you know that his brother was calling?
I took one off air earlier on.
Oh.
This is Jean-Paul. And the rest they say is rock and roll history. 0330 We'll spend the last 20 minutes taking some calls straight to air. If you want to give us a call before Polly James, now would be a very good time to start dialing. All right, enjoy this.
Well, East Coast girls are hip. I really dig those
Absolute Radio. The no repeat guarantee. Every weekday from 10 while you're at work.
Absolute Radio. If the last time you won anything was at primary school and even then someone nicked it before you got it home, then visit iwantoneofthose.com, because as well as a huge range of mad, fab and possibly dangerous Christmas presents, every hour till December the 22nd, one lucky customer will have their whole basket paid for. If you're thinking, oh, it won't be me, you're probably right. But don't worry, everyone else gets a consolation prize. Give the stuff they really, really want this Christmas from iwantoneofthose.com.
No, that's not right.
Iain Lee.
Iain Lee.
Absolute
Radio.
I don't have to leave anymore. What I have is right here. Spend my nights and days before, searching the world for what's right here, underneath and unexplored. Islands and cities I have looked. Here I saw something I couldn't overlook. I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out, so now I'll never explore. See what I've done.
That bridge is on fire, yeah, that's the way I've been. I'm froze by desire, no need to leave.
Where would I be?
If this were to go under, that's the risk I take. I'm froze by desire, it's a choice I made.
And I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out, so now I'll never explore. I am yours now, I am yours now, so now I don't ever have to leave. I've been found out, so now I'll never explore.
We just had the picture sent in from that Paul Lewis chap. I can't remember the chap's name. What was his name? What?
Paul Martin.
Paul
wasn't
Martin,
it?
that was it, yes. Well, I never. I will paraphrase what Eloise said when she saw the picture. She went, effing hell!
No, I never.
You did? You just said that?
I didn't say that.
You did?
Did I?
You totally said it.
I didn't mean it in...
Except you didn't. You said it saying you said ooh, as in hook. You went hook.
Hook in hell.
But yes.
Oh.
Yeah. That is amazing. That is not what I was expecting at all.
No.
At all.
You would definitely not get ID'd.
Wow. And if you did ask him for ID, he'd smash your face in.
Massively.
Jeez. Okay, we've got 15 minutes left. What's the last song here we've got? That's 4:56. Let's go to 55:45. Okay, that'll do me. Just doing a bit of back counting without using a computer program. 0330 123 1215. We'll take your calls straight to air for the last 10, 15 minutes of the show. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
How's about absolute boobies? With the ooh-ooh.
Ah, with the ooh-ooh. Boobies.
Like it?
I love it.
Brilliant.
There we go, simple as that. I doubt we're going to use it, though. We're looking for a new name for absolute naughties, and I don't know if boobies is going to be the one that we go for. 0330 123 1215 is the phone number. Line 2, you're on the... Oh, hiccups. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Echo Loxiga. Hello?
Who's that? Is that me?
I don't know, is it?
Oh, it is.
Could be.
Iain, how are you this evening?
I'm tired.
Are you, Iain? You cut me off yesterday.
Did
you
I?
Cut me off on the young versus the old.
Okay.
And I just wanted to complain about old people and saying that 40-year-olds are, they're quite old.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off again.
Hung me up. How old are you, Iain?
I'm going to cut you off again.
Huh? Why are you going to cut?
Because you're quite tedious. Let's go to line 3. You're on the wireless.
What I mean in our life, then?
Gary, just stop calling in, mate. It ain't going to work. And also...
Yeah, what I mean in our life?
Gary,
Ian.
shut up.
Ian, mate.
Your fader's down. Gary, it ain't going to work. Because of you, we don't take withheld numbers anymore, so you're being so unfair on all of those people that call in. You're being... your fader's down. You're being so unfair on all these people that call in from abroad or from Skype or from different systems that have withheld numbers automatically. So why are you doing it? You're not going to get on. I know your voices instantly, so it's pointless. And it isn't, it's pointless.
But some people like me. You got to have as well.
What?
Some people do like me.
Well, then they can listen to you on 5 Live and on Talk Sport. The deal was that you were banned. You know it. You know that was the deal.
Yeah, but it's not fair, mate. You just let Andre on pretend to put on a
What do you mean it's not fair? It's my show. I'll do what I want. Yeah, and Andre's not banned. Yeah, good. Well done, Louise. Good comeback.
Yeah, when I'll have a show, mate, you'll be banned from my show, and I won't forget that.
Brilliant.
Yeah,
I won't be listening to it, and I won't be calling it like an idiot, because I'll be hanging out with my wife and baby.
One day I'm going to be famous, and then you'll remember, and I'll come around.
Good for you.
I'll tell you what, mate.
Good
if
for you.
you let me back on in a few months, you can come round. You know?
I don't want to come round.
Come round to my show.
Listen. This is the last time that we speak on air. Okay, this is the last time because you are banned, Gary. It was decided. You knew the rules. You were banned until a certain date. You kept pushing that date and pushing it until I gave you the ultimatum. If you called again, you will be banned for life. You called again. You took that risk. You are banned for life. It's as simple as that.
But I got like 12 votes, mate, and that kid phoned up, and
Gary, it's irrelevant. You lost. You're out. You've got loads of other shows you can phone up.
Yeah, but I like your show, mate.
Well,
Pretty
then
good,
you're more than welcome to keep listening to it. You're just not welcome to phone up anymore.
Can I phone up in a few months or something?
No.
But why not, mate? That's,
What do you mean, why not? I've explained it to you. Even Eloise is getting frustrated, and she stood up for you for a long time.
I don't have a bit of compassion.
I have zero compassion for you.
Why is that?
What? Because I think you're a bit. Eloise, you do it. Go on. Go on.
No.
Well, you're doing very well.
Sorry, I can't help but chip in. Gary, I just feel like we have given you so many chances and you don't understand that we gave you probably about 10 more chances than you even deserved. And we stuck up for you on the Facebook page. We stuck up for you for so long. So you've blown your chances, really, and now you kind of just got to live with it.
Can I not phone back in a little while?
No!
Well, that was the deal before, but then you kept pushing it with us.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting you to find out it was me.
But every time we knew it was you.
How do you know, though?
Because your voices are crap.
Oh, they're not that bad. Come on, it's not, you know.
Well, obviously, and you knew that we could because you probably rang up maybe 4 times with different accents. We knew it was you, so you got a week added every time. Didn't that maybe make you twig that we could tell your accents?
I like it when you get a bit
Well, I did have you on with a Jeremy bloke.
Pardon?
I'll admit. What about Jeremy from Wiltshire?
We knew you were Jeremy from Wiltshire.
You did not. Come on, and the Scottish bloke.
We knew you were the Scottish bloke and Jeremy
Hello,
from
Ian.
Wiltshire.
How are you, darling?
You know that we knew because we banned you.
We knew it was you, Gary.
It took you about 4 months.
We knew it was you.
I'm not convinced.
Your voices aren't that good. It's obvious. Anyway, it's irrelevant, right? You're not coming back on. I would appreciate if you didn't call because you call from a withheld number, so we know it's pretty much you. And it just means that people who genuinely call from withheld numbers because they're calling from an office or from abroad, it means they can't get on, and so it's a little bit unfair on them, Gary. You can understand that, can't you?
Yeah, but you got.
Then that case, can we leave it at that? That you'll be a man and you won't call us anymore.
We just got rid of one withheld number that kept constantly calling us.
Yeah.
We don't need another
Well,
one.
I do have fans out there, mate.
Well, then please go and hang out with those fans. Do not communicate to them through this show.
Gary, we gave you the chance.
I know, I blew it and I feel kind of bad, but can you give me an amnesty for the new year?
You had an amnesty.
Can we get the first caller to decide that comes on?
It's decided. It's decided. And you're banned. I would really appreciate it if you didn't call any more.
Can I have a little song goodbye?
No, you can't. hard work this sometimes, isn't it? Line 1, you're on the wireless. Hello, line 1.
Hello.
Hello.
Ian?
Yes.
All right, I'm just ringing up. It's Andrew from West Yorkshire.
Hello, Andrew.
Hello, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm getting worn out with this. I don't know how much longer I can do this job for, really.
Right, okay, well, I've got a game. Eloise tweeted earlier on that you were a bit miserable.
Oh, yeah.
No, not me.
Oh, no, it wasn't her.
No, it wasn't her. It wasn't you. Who was it?
Someone phoned me up. They were a bit sad and they just wanted to talk.
So I thought I'd introduce a game to you. I've only just started listening, so I don't know any of the topics or anything.
Not really.
So how about a little game of accent roulette?
Accent roulette? Oh, I like the sound of that. Yeah, could be fun. Yeah, go on.
So how good are you at accents?
I'm brilliant at accents. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I know.
Ian's awful.
Shut up, Eloise. I'm
They
brilliant.
all sound Indian.
No, they don't. Andrew, explain the rules to us, please.
Well, I've only just thought of it, so...
Okay.
Think of a sentence.
Yeah.
And then we challenge each other.
Yeah.
To say in an accent that each other picks.
Yeah.
And then Eloise judges which is the best.
Oh, I like
But
this
Eloise
game.
has to have a go as well, yeah?
Oh.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
Yes.
okay, but I thought she was judging, so...
She's not. The callers will judge. Eloise has to take part.
Okay.
What's the sentence, Andrew?
No, you give the sentence.
You give a sentence, Eloise.
The sentence is, I like to feed the ducks, but only on a Friday.
Okay.
I like to see the ducks, but only on a Friday.
Feed them.
Feed them?
Yeah, and you've got to do it, Andrew.
Yep.
In a Welsh accent.
I like to see the ducks, feed the ducks, but only on a Friday.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Andrew, you get set an accent for Eloise.
South African.
Oh.
Hey, I like to feed the ducks, but only on a Friday.
That's Nigerian. It's not. It's Nigerian.
Well, more Zimbabwean.
Eloise, if you could set me one.
You've got to do it in Newcastle, in a Newcastle accent.
Why, aye, lass. I like to feed the ducks, but only on a Friday, like.
That was pretty good.
That's not bad, was it? All right, Andrew.
Should have seen his
You were
face.
really loud as
Andrew,
well.
you can do it in...
New sentence, you've got to pick it.
Oh, a new sentence?
Yeah.
Isn't it marvellous to make love to a beautiful lady?
In what accent?
I want you to do it in New York accent.
What was the sentence again, sorry?
Isn't it marvellous to make love to a beautiful lady?
Oh, that's a tricky one.
Well, that's your opinion. Oh, you mean the accent? Yeah, sorry.
Isn't it marvellous to see the ducks?
To see the ducks?
Isn't it marvellous to make love to a beautiful lady?
In Australia? That was rubbish. To make love to a duck? Set an accent for Eloise. This is good. I wish we'd done this at bloody 11 o'clock.
I'll say Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland. Isn't it marvellous to make love to a beautiful lady?
What?
Sorry? That was
Yeah,
that
very
was Southern Ireland. But yes, go on, Eloise. Give
It
me one.
was very good, Southern Ireland.
Yeah.
You've got to do yours in Scottish.
Oh, that's the hardest accent to do. That is the hardest accent. Even the Scots struggle with the Scottish accent.
Stop wasting time. No, it's
It's
Ian.
Okay. Okay. Okay, isn't it marvellous to make love... Shut up! Isn't it marvellous to make love to a beautiful lady?
Have you lost your praticode there? You little leprechaun.
Andrew, could you call in tomorrow and we'll have some more of this?
I'll tell you what, why not? I might be working. No, I'm not. Yep, I'll do that.
Good lad, Andrew, have a good night.
All right, take care,
There we go. Thank you very much. Well, that was fun. Why didn't we come up with that feature? And then we could sell that and make money out of that.
Copyright it now.
Copyright it. Was that? But it is ours because anyone who phones in, we own it.
Andrew, it's no longer
Say
yours.
we own it. Absolute Radio owns it. But if we cut out of the podcast, the bosses
Yeah,
won't
they
be
won't
listening.
know.
It's ours.
It could be ours.
Totally ours. Thank you, Eloise. Good work.
Bye.
Thank you to Tim Vine. We're back tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and Polly James is on at 1. Ta-ta.
Scar tissue that I wish you saw.